The new X6 has a redesigned body, upgrades to the 360 and single lens shooting mode, audio improvements, as well as some huge AI editing features with AI Director that makes editing completely hands-off. This is not a sponsored video, but Insta360 did send me the camera. The first thing you'll notice with this camera is that it's a complete redesign. It's shorter than the X4 Air and X5, and it's wider and thicker, but it's only a little bit lighter than the X5. In practical terms, it just feels nice to hold and is a good compromise between the X5 and the likes of the Osmo 360 design. It still has a good size screen and replaceable lenses, which we now expect on every 360 camera. But with this camera, these are a lot tougher, they're 60% cheaper, and also they're easier to change. And the button positions on this camera also seem to be more logical. The record shutter button is on the side and it has a red ring around it, so there's no more pressing the wrong button. And there is a customizable quick button on the front. And I have to show you the customizable button straight away, because you can now choose how many modes this button brings up, so I can switch to one single mode, or I can choose up to 16 different modes if I wanted to. And this is really handy, and I've set mine to switch between 360 mode and single lens mode, which is now called flat mode. And let me know in the comments what you think of that new name. Of course, because of the body redesign, there is another new battery. It's 2600 mAh, and this is a more similar shape to the Ace Pro 2. In my tests, I recorded for an incredible 141 minutes continuously on one battery with no overheating, and it charges from 0 to 80% in 24 minutes. One really nice touch is that you can now take the memory card out without having to remove the battery. This is so much more convenient, so now you just have a battery door instead. And as well as your microSD card slot, you also have internal memory of 47 GB. One more thing about the physical redesign of this camera, and that's the magnetic quick release. It uses a new magnetic contact design for fast mounting and swapping between mounts. And you'll be pleased to know that this quick release design is cross-compatible with the X5, the X4 Air and the Ace Pro 2. On the screen itself, you now have pressure-sensitive tactile buttons, so the shutter button and the mode buttons respond when you push them harder, so they feel like real mechanical buttons. There's also a new feature that allows you to press anywhere on the screen to start and stop recording. And a good example of when this is really useful is when you're wearing thick gloves. There's also better haptic feedback with this camera when you start and stop recording and change modes. So you can feel the physical vibrations even when the camera is mounted on an extended selfie stick. The X6 has 1-inch equivalent 360 imaging, so it has dual 1/1.1 inch square sensors. And I'll show you exactly what difference that makes when I put this head to head with the X4 Air and the X5 in a video coming up soon. It has a triple AI chip system, and this helps handle the real-time processing. There's native Dolby Vision and 10-bit color, and this is the first time we've seen Dolby Vision as a native feature on a 360 camera. You saw this with the Lunar Ultra, and you can export this with no color grading needed. And plus you've got the 10-bit color depth when recording in iLog. You can shoot 360 photos in Pure Shot or Pure Shot plus RAW, and this can be either 30 megapixels or 120 megapixels. And Pure Shot is good for a usable photo straight out of the camera, and it helps reduce noise. And there's also a toggle for HDR photo mode, so you can switch that on and off. And there's also AEB bracketing like we had on the X5. So this is good for virtual tour photography. All of the key video modes with this camera have seen an upgrade in frame rate. You can now capture 8K 360 video at 50 frames per second, 6K at 60 frames per second, and 4K at 100 frames per second. And now for the maximum quality, the bullet time feature now supports 8K at 100 frames per second. You can also shoot bullet time at 6K 120 frames per second and 4K at 240 frames per second for ultra slow motion. Single lens mode, which has now been renamed flat mode, now lets you shoot standard video at 5K at 60 frames per second, and then you can shoot 4K and 2.7K at 120 frames per second. And also you can now record video time lapses at up to 16K at 25 and 30 frames per second. As expected, this camera also has pure video mode, which is a low light recording feature, but now you can turn on auto pure video. So this means that when the light drops, that it will switch automatically over to pure video mode. You can see where it jumps in at the start of this tunnel shot. The tunnel was pitch black in the middle, so I didn't expect it to save the footage there, but it was interesting to see the results at the start and the end where you had little light to work with. The X6 has InstaFrame 2.0. And for those that aren't familiar with this feature, it allows you to record instantly usable videos without the need to reframe. And there are various preset moves you can use. You can also use various remote accessories with this feature, including a new folding free-framing selfie stick, a new power selfie stick, also the head tracker that we saw launch with the Insta360 Luna. And the specs have been upgraded with this mode, and you can now shoot a ready-to-share 4K 30 frames per second flat video instantly. And even though in this mode you are exporting an instantly usable video, in the background there's a 360 file being recorded as well, and that's also been upgraded. So now the 360 recording that gets recorded at the same time is recorded in 8K. And this is great as a backup file, and also if you want to revisit the clip later and you decide that you want to manually reframe it. There is now a basic and pro menu. In the basic mode you can shoot standard video, which includes built-in adaptive tone, and also lets you select between Dolby Vision and 10-bit iLog. Plus there are some quick adjustments here for exposure value and jitter blur. Switch to the Pro mode, and in this mode you then have manual control over ISO, shutter speed, white balance and sharpness. And I like the fact that some of these manual settings and the advanced settings are in a separate menu, because if you're a beginner you should be shooting in auto mode to start with, and also having too many options in the menu can be overwhelming. I must confess I have always massively criticised Insta360's audio going right back to the 1X. Back then their audio was terrible, but since then it's got better and better, and with this camera in the testing that I did, the audio was superb. This is an audio test with the Insta360 X6, and we're out on the river. There's probably a 5 mile/hour wind, virtually nothing. So how does this sound? I haven't tested this in windy conditions, so there are more tests to be done, but so far I'm really impressed. So what has Insta360 actually done to the audio? Well, there's an upgraded 360-degree windproof mic, and this cuts through wind noise while keeping the voices crisp and natural sounding. And there's also a dedicated engine noise mic. And this is a hidden secondary microphone, and it's been engineered specifically for motorcycle riders. And this captures those rich engine and exhaust sounds. And this camera now has an NFC chip, and if you haven't heard of that before, it's the same technology we use in our phone when we tap something to pay. Another new feature with this camera is that it's now capable of shooting Gaussian splatting. And this is a cutting-edge technique that turns everyday video into interactive 3D photorealistic environments. And all of this can be processed simply and easily right in the Insta360 app. Even after all of these years, editing and reframing 360 video is the one thing that puts people off buying these cameras. And we've seen a lot of AI put into these cameras over the years that help ease that pain. With the X6, Insta360 have taken it a step further, and they've created what's called AI Director. And this creates finished videos automatically, processes them in the cloud, and then pushes them to your phone app. This is a brand new feature, and it can be completely hands-off. You just activate the feature before you record, and the AI does the rest. I used this in a kayak trip, and the results were really impressive. It created a 1-minute video, it told the story, took you on a journey, and reframed the videos and added music. I didn't want to use the phrase, "this is a game changer," but this is a game changer. This has taken the AI in these cameras to a whole new level. And I think this feature will now make these cameras more appealing to those that were previously worried about that steep learning curve. The great news for X5 owners is that these AI features will be backwards compatible with the X5. I don't know how long that will be, but this is what Insta360 have told me. If you're new to 360, then simply this is the camera to buy, and the AI will drastically reduce your learning curve. So if the X6 is for you, then make sure to use my affiliate link in the description below, and then you can get a free dual lens replacement lens kit. And let me know in the comments which is the feature that you're most excited about. And if you own the X5, are any of these features enough to make you jump, or are you happy sticking with what you've got? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll reply to as many comments as possible, and for more X6 tips, you'll want to watch this video next, and I'll see you over there.